Hi, Mike here with another Badonsky Buccaneers video fishing report. In this episode, our son Braxton and a friend of his, Slade, are along for some king mackerel action. We make a quick stop for live bait just outside the pass, then get on our way towards the 12 Mile Buoy south of Perdido Pass. Along the way, we run across some bonita and let the guys warm up on catching a couple. Also, it never hurts to have some fresh bait on board, especially since we're going to be planning on picking up a couple red snapper at the Baldwin trolling corridor just inside the Alabama state waters on the way back in. You know, that's not to mention there are lots of fun on lighter tackle. After we get to the 12 Mile Buoy, it doesn't take long for everyone to get set up, and wouldn't you know it, I'd hooked the first fish. I'm using one of the first series Penn 7-foot blue water card-inch rods and an 8500 Spin Fisher V reel, which makes short order of this modest-sized king mackerel. Not long after I'm working on this one, Braxton hooks up with one. We're doubled up. Braxton is fishing with a custom pier rod and a Van Staal VR200 reel spooled with 40-pound braided line. It gets a little crowded here for a second, but we get situated and Teresa has a chance to get my fish on the boat. Then we can concentrate on Braxton's. The kings the boys were catching were picking up their baits almost right behind the boat as we watched them steal baits right off their hooks a couple times. They must have been pretty hungry and were not afraid of us or the boat. Here, Slade does an excellent job of gaffing Braxton's fish and getting it on board. Next, Slade has a turn fighting one to the boat. He's also using a custom rod and a Van Staal VR reel, which makes short order of this smaller king. He fights this one hard and gets him on board, still quite green, full of energy. Braxton does some fancy work with a gaff and puts this one on the boat fast. Here, Braxton puts the last fish on the boat. It's a smaller fish, but nonetheless a fun fight. We could have caught these little kings out here all day. On our stop back in at the Baldwin trolling corridor while fishing for red snapper, Slade hooks up with something big. We crank up the motor and chase it down. By now I'm certain it must be a shark, but not so much it is fighting as it is just swimming away. At one point it comes up to the surface about 100 foot in front of the boat, and from what I can tell it appears to be a tiger shark. With only about a 45-pound wire leader, Slade's putting constant pressure on this fish, and it's not long before something has to give. Darn, we sure would like to have gotten that one close to the boat for a few pictures before it got away. Well, the guys seem to have had a lot of fun today, and we're excited to get out today and catch some fish. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll tune in again for our next show. Hi, this is Michael Badonsky with the Badonsky Buccaneers, and I wanted to take just a moment to say that our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims of the Louisiana floods. We want to ask all of our Facebook friends, all of our YouTube subscribers, and everyone that can see this video to please give, whether monetary donations, giving supplies, or giving your time, volunteering to go over and help these people put their lives back together again. They have lost so much. You will truly be blessed if you do this. We thank you. God bless you and have a wonderful day. That about wraps up this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it and found it informative as well as entertaining. In our next episode, Brad Fry from Mud Puppy Outdoor Adventures will be joining us for some more action offshore.